How did we get here, my friends? There's no more YouTube Reminds. Uh-oh. Nobody cares anymore? I see it differently. I see it as an open door for me to contribute of what YouTube Rewind should actually be like. The moment my attempt is successful and is accepted, the game is over. I cannot go backwards, and my YouTube Rewind will never get worse than the previous one. Once I am accepted as the Rewind guy, I will continue being the Rewind guy. I'm not sure how many years it will take. I pretty much believe it's inevitable. You type it YouTube Rewinds, the latest year. Someone somewhere is gonna watch the video. Right now we have 300k views on the latest successor from a completely, different guy. 2023, different guy again. 2022, the same guy as 2023, funny enough. And then 2021, it was Timeworks. So for at least 4 years, we had a chance to take over. Now, I don't follow NPC scripts and I have to somehow introduce people to new concepts. I make it 10 times more difficult. Again, when I make it through, I'm locked in. It's over. If I impress NPCs with something that they don't expect, that's when you get them, because you have the novelty, the patterns, bro. You have those Nintendo patterns. Starting from November, the entire month of November, I'm crafting YouTube Rewinds. Don't disturb me, okay, guys? I'm also not uploading as much content anymore. I gotta get locked in. Last year, I pretty much tripled my views, and at the same time, I worked twice as less for the Rewind, because I failed. Actual Rewind was made in 9 days, when it should be at least 15, at least 2 weeks, but it was 9. So I worked so much less and still got more views. How does that make sense? Well, it makes sense because skills. I also sprinkled memes in there that everyone understands. Everyone understands memes. They're supposed to understand the joke, or they're the losers. I also consume all this YouTube Rewind material that people upload. Oh, Tom Dark tried to do one. What an asshole. Drama tubers post their YouTube Rewinds thinking that they have what it takes. They have consumed culture, and they're insane, dude. I think the fundamental is to make it kid-friendly. Something that a child would understand, right? But not bow down to children either. This is the vibe that I'm getting, right? You're cool for children to look at, but it's a real deal. And there's no reason to nerf itself, right? Nope. Maybe, but not really. Only for comedic purposes can you downgrade yourself into, a gaming world. It has to feel real and very coherent. I miss YouTube Rewinds.
People did.
It is so fucking weird to be an animator and not have the guts to make your own rewind. You just try, see what happens. What is this fucking black hole, basically, allowing anyone to come in? My best guess, culture is no longer sacred, and capitalism has taken over. Whatever capitalism is producing, that's the best, latest thing. Don't focus on anything in particular. Don't look back. Just eat whatever algorithm is feeding you and live your life without much of a thought process, okay? There's plenty of rude NPCs telling me that, oh wow, how could YouTube recommend this video to me? I am the diva of the universe. I'm supposed to be fed the most greatest capitalism inventions, and there's some random guy basically trying to talk. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. My channel technically doesn't produce anything high quality related besides rewinds. That's the only thing. While in the meantime, I am, you know, dealing with the engine, the thing that makes things float now. I think it made things float last year too? I don't think so. I think for the first time ever, I will be using my own engine for slider effect. I also try to do something fancy with the rewinds. Like, actually make it into a video game levels design, but, like, it's too ambitious. I had to slow down my pace and ambition. It's not crazy ambitious. Eventually, I should be able to just, you know, type in some commands and spit out a game. But right now, it's simply not a good idea. Even if the game concept is super simple, just bringing it into life is just a little bit too risky, because I haven't been making that many games yet. After often forgetting that you need rigorous amount of testing, and there's even like attachment that happens. Like I make one level and I just have an attachment to perfecting the level, and I can't move on to the next one easily. Like, I don't know, man. There was a brain fart happening, and now it makes me scared of doing anything ambitious. So I use this, right? Whatever Windows 10 is providing. And then we just navigate. Bam, 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 bam. It's not complicated to navigate. I think I can preload all of the data, but the amount of data we have... No, it's just 400 megabytes. I can preload all of the images. So even if I go a little bit too fast... No. There wouldn't be a loss of quality, but it seems to be just working completely fine. Very same amount of sliders has been made as last year. It doesn't even feel like an improvement, necessarily. But again, I did it in 6 less days, and I could have smoothened out the edges even more. I don't know. To me, it feels like actually a very, very good rewind. Maybe it's all over the place, though. And I do introduce Hearthstone a little bit on the nose too quickly. Then it gets to the boring part. Oh, YouTube CEO has been dead. I needed to really, really grind this sequence if I wanted to have it in the rewind. Where, like, I slowly put it together. Put the cans together. Because none of this is coherent, unfortunately. Right? I want to tell you what's going on just because it's the most confusing sequence of all time. I needed to name everyone but Dove. Because Dove is the cool one, and everyone inside Descendants are not cool. And Descendants 4 dropped, so I'm like, yep, we gotta go with this now. We gotta make things clear. You will not know this reference, but she dropped a little bit of an album, like 4 songs that year. Then I'm like, bam. We know that the name is gonna start with CA. So we have CA basically in Descendants already. And it's like, what is the end doing here? We can just remove that, and we can remove Des. I think that was the simple idea, right? But I added more stuff. Every name has N in it. Crazy. So we can actually add another N from here. Why would I put N from here? Just because it's in the middle? I don't even agree with myself. And now I found Ant. Because she's from Ant Farm. And now things get really complicated. And I turned this word into Ant at the same time. So there's 2 things, or like 5 things happening at once, which all could be different sliders, right? It's just much better that way, when everything is a tiny animation. So technically all the rest is supposed to do is just connect C with the ants. And end this whole puzzle, right? That's it. There's still too many references, I would say, and again, I would probably smoothen things out if I had more time. Crazy, I know. I still think there's even another transition missing from every single one of these. Like, the break actually has to be quite significant. I still love this thumbnail so much. And then ass. I don't like this. Nothing has changed. MatPat was just a voice in his own videos. Everything was done by editors and well-crafted, well-programmed, show. Everything was set in place. Yes, MatPat created it and benefits from it, but, he doesn't have to play a role in it anymore. Probably grab some royalties and move on with his life. He can already retire into pensions. We saw him wiggle around politics. I'm not sure what that's about. I will have to look into it since YouTube Rewind research will begin. Maybe I'll drop some crumbs of shit I find while making Rewind, because it's probably pretty interesting. One thing I've decided not to do is work with Top 100. I actually ran out of time. I couldn't do this one. Can this or that reach top 100? It's probably going to be like top 120. It's probably going to extend a little bit every year. Maybe every year it's like top 110, top 100, 120, because there's more and more stuff that's influential. Now, I haven't actually mentioned influence meter yet. So, since I mentioned Dove and the cans, might as well show you the power level. Dove has more. Almost 3 times as more, but the cans are still pretty competitive overall. Like, the newest edition is pretty good. Making her the leader and just making it so fucking convenient, where just like add an S in the end. It's cans. It's like, it's more than one Cantrol. It's all Cantrols. I like plays on words. I like crafting names, basically. And this, like, actually the easiest one, the most acceptable one by, like, every margin. Everyone needs to accept cans. Alright? You are meant to be indoctrinated into this. So, one of my videos that has been successful of reaching top 100 is Annoying Orange. Funny enough. Somehow. I'm not sure why. Nobody has any explanation for me to offer. Rosanna Pansina also made it up here. Also just like satisfying. Poppy made it up there. So, top 100 videos are actually insanely popular, I would say. I'm not sure how many I've made, but like every single one that I've made pretty much made it. Olivia kind of made it, but because I called her out, top 100. Top 100, guys. Made it. Taylor Momsen didn't make it, and it's like, yeah, she don't deserve. Ellie Golden probably does not deserve anyways. So Random pretty much made it. I think the threshold would be 12 views. But some of them are super successful. And I didn't even have like confidence in So Random during that video. But eventually I do. Descendants didn't succeed, and didn't succeed in terms of viewership. It's kind of a magical thing, I would say. These top 100 videos are like crazy. And maybe people can pick up on the mean-spirited, on like non-believable aspects and a person is just not good enough on the thumbnail. Like, everything just can come together much quicker for other people, I don't know. But it works. And somehow Ignoring Orange is at the top. I don't know how to understand this mystery. Bro beat and Mr. Beast as well, right? By accident. I saw Mr. Beast fucking go evergreen, basically jump on every single one of these videos individually, just climb over them. Maybe my guy is still getting some views every now and then, and it's just like, it makes no sense to me, but I had one evergreen video on this channel as well now. It's the wrong one. Alright, it's not even Rocket Ship. Uh-oh, I've seen loading. Loading is not acceptable. I might actually need, like, to load really, really fast. If I bump into loading, it's over. Like, whoa! We bump into loading while just clicking around. So this is why I have to port it into my engine and preload it. I don't have control over this thing. Now I have to preload it, because anytime I load anything with Unity, it lags the rest of the fucking app. There's no backgrounds loading. I don't understand why that wouldn't be the case. Like, that's like the most obvious thing. But there isn't. This year I probably will be avoiding the most popular video concept explanation. It's just a different video. Although my soul gets an update, you know, and I have to talk about it. I'll still think about it. It's a good filler content, but I will probably lean towards drama. So we have K-pop drama and Deadmau5 drama. It's just nice to lean on that shit. Since Koreans made it to the very top of mainstream with Squid Games and now consistently with other stuff, and right now there's Demon Hunters going on in the mainstream, this is definitely have to be a big part of probably just culture injection in general, of cultures you might want to respect a little bit more. Because those cultures will need to be respected. They will get old. They won't make babies. They're not interested in doing that. They will have to be respected, right? So anyways, if I was to make the soul updates, we have this video, we have this, try not to skibbity. You know, we have this guy. This Deadmau5 drama, basically. It is still comparable to, like, last time. This is part of Deadmau5 drama. It's still comparable to the Skibbity drama. 2 videos from Skibbity drama, right? There's not a lot. This Deadmau5. So actually we did quite a lot. Then you have Fireproof even. It's actually reasonable to talk about this stuff, I feel like. Because I talk about cultural stuff anyways. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it in a sneakier way. Or actually more blatant way. But what I'm scared of is that I'm coming off just like everyone else. Of like how other people are running their channel. I'm just like talking about how I run my channel. So unfortunately, I do think I'm just gonna be doubling down and just making it even more interesting to watch these. Potentially even making a list of how many views, like solidifying these in a list, in top tier list, how many views I've received. Did this change, by the way? Do people click? Technically they do. Click every now and then. Not here. So now it's 7,200, right? Represented by 2 videos. It's kind of cool. Using still counting, and now it's at 8,000. It fucking doubled. This is how evergreen it is. It's just the best thing ever. And the funny thing is, I feel like it's because I misspelled the words. Unpeakable. Look at that. Unpeakable. That's what it is. And unfortunately, it's true. It is unpeakable. It has never been peaked by anyone else. Not since, Reaper's Forge, right? I haven't even showed much. While Mr. Beast was stuck in drama, molding his reputation. I love this rewind. I love it. Because I need to talk about my soul. Then I will love it, personally. I'll be invested. I wanted to praise Unspeakable's year that year, because he was better than any other year. I think he was better than this year. I think Unspeakable kind of fucking fell a little bit. Back into his old days. Back into his old ways. You know, it's not good anymore. I kind of was disappointed. I think everyone was disappointed. I don't know. Unspeakable just kept getting better. Well, Mr. Beast fails to upload on Saturday. Unspeakable will always be there. In your house. I swear, for every single fucking words, when it's like this intense, I have to make a separate slider. It can't be any other way. Before we overanalyze my rewind, let's laugh at how stupid this rewind actually is. He is smart. He knows what he's doing. He must not say a fucking word for 30 seconds. There shouldn't be a single word on the screen for 30 seconds. Bro understands how to extract too much views and also probably upload it fairly early. December 14 is not really early, but it's early. Early-ish. So this is a strategy. And I'm actually gonna fucking steal that strategy because I can do a much better rewind play button thingy. In fact, I was actually able to do it properly and I didn't. I still had a good introduction. I still had the MatPat fucking shoot 'em up sequence, bro. It was crazy, dude. All I had to do is just polish it because then I have like fucking 2 minutes introduction alone on just one thing that just fucking slams people into waking up. Like, you don't understand. Poppy fucking slams at the start. Imagine listening to this shit. Poppy. We can do one better than that. The MatPat encounter. Where is it? What? Here it is. Decent, difficult. Shift and twist, push back again. They're always try. Cannot let it in. They'll take my everything. I love it, bro. Imagine how much technology came into this thing. And then Markiplier shows up, makes things 10 times more difficult. Poppy says, I cut myself, and Markiplier takes damage from his own bullets, basically. Like, MatPat does not have to attack him. Because that's what happens to horror gamers. Like, this could have been the best introduction, and I kind of flopped, guys. I cannot recreate this, unfortunately. This is so fucking insane. I didn't even focus this year on this in particular. So what I'm gonna show on the screen is gonna be 3-dimensional. If you know, you know, but you might not know right now that I am working on a fucking graphics engine. I built a graphics engine. And I will use it for rewinds. It's not 100 FPS, guys. It's not 60 FPS. It's a little laggy. But this will do, my friends. This will be fine. Alright? This is a lot of detail already. and like you can see like these big structures. They're also a little bit glitchy, but YouTube Rewind will just be fine as like one of these big structures. They look cool from an angle, right? Like that's nice. Just kind of get rid of the glitches if possible, and we'll be fine. Same with this, it's glitching out. Otherwise, it wouldn't look that bad. And there's not enough shading going on, so everything just blurs into flat-looking thing. But that's just me working on the thing. I'm actively working on it. I might revolutionize people out of using polygons. Maybe polygons are fucking old school now and shouldn't be touched anymore. But more importantly, I can create a 3D environment with the snap of my fingers. There's no loading screens, nothing. I can instantly just pop it in. Even this shit actually needed to load. It wasn't cheap. I probably didn't even run at 60 FPS. This garbage that you see on the screen. This is it.
The fucking demo, baby.
My microphone was fucking trash though. Alright, so you get the idea. I'm making the introduction acceptable for everyone. So nobody really knows like what language this is. Probably not gonna put jungle in the background just to confuse even more people. It's very well played, but the rest of the fucking video is garbage, so we're gonna calculate stupidity.
Spin up.
And bro was very proud of his fucking play button creation. It's probably worth, I don't know, $30. And you should be proud of creating something that's worth $30. The original piece is probably $250. I don't know, I would like to have one. I can glue on my ceiling and hear less noise coming from neighbors. I'll take one.
Oh, wow, huh?
$30. Actually, pretty expensive when I don't show anything from my room on the screen. But I still want to have one.
Let's do this.
Immediately oh, like, what the fuck? Immediately stupid.
So I am the villain.
Immediately stupid. I understand what happened here, but you could have leaned on like every single aspect that he's doing and just what happens, right? Like the memes not hitting as hard as they should. This could have hit super hard. Instead of just like, oh, they're just beefing. It's childish beefing.
I see dead people.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
That could have happened to Diddy. Would have been a lot better. Or beef defeated by just like a girl randomly, you know? That's a lot funnier. That's stupid. There's not even like explanation of why. What Cristiano did to like sit on a throne. Like everyone sort of knows, but it has to still be said out loud. Alright, there has to be a little bit of narration, even if it's just tiny words on the screen, right? That could distract people who still have brain cells, right? For the second round. Because they would just watch the thing and maybe pause on like few keyframes, but like there would be a reason to come back. Just for the YouTube lore, just for the factoids. But there's literally nothing on the screen. So even though, like, bro leaned in, on no commentary for like how long? 8, 9, 10. By the way, the YouTube UI has changed significantly, and I'm pretty sure now it's a permanent change. I've seen this being like tested, switched around. Another permanent change is that I have no notifications. Notifications are gone. I don't know who made that change. That's a really weird one. But at the same time, I don't care about NPCs anyways. I will feed NPCs like fishes once a fucking weekend or something, whenever I feel like it. Fishes. Wow. Still universal
Been a while,
word.
huh?
Alright, so he lasted 15 seconds.
2024.
He seems like a Filipino guy, not actually like Asian. Does he disclose his location? Can we visit his community? United Kingdom, fuck off, man. Immigrants, deport! Deport his ass!
I would like to confirm 2 Fanta Light and the assist token.
What the fuck? You just gonna like show 2 seconds of him?
Your mom, Bob, I'm in prison.
I would like to confirm
And you don't even give him a voice?
2 Fanta
you
Light and
kidding me?
the assist token.
Look.
Dead and buried, oh my god. So, oh my god. You click on anything and it's stupid.
I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my
Ain't you
god.
tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
So bro actually dunked YouTube Rewind into the toilet with a lot of disrespect. I hope I can turn it around because this is really bad. It's pure fucking death. Yeah. But
this song right here, every time I play it,
nobody
I feel
wants
sad,
to be a part of
but
this.
I feel good.
I want you to stay.
What's up, brother?
Your mom, Bob, I'm in prison.
I would
Shit, this video gonna get
like to
copyrighted.
confirm 2 Fanta Light and the
But YouTube Rewind is gonna get copyrighted. There's no money in it, guys. You still have to play sort of the latest music. If you want to know what music I have chosen for YouTube Rewind, it's gonna be the latest Rocket Ship upload pretty much soon in like 2 days. Not sure how long YouTube Rewind is gonna be. Maybe 5 songs long, like 15 minutes. I'm planning. So I have to show a lot of stuff. Just more animation, less of this, like, words, even less. I have to trim that shit even more. And it's not that bad to do it. I don't know if I'll pull it off, though. Yes. Well, we're talking about 2023 drama, but kickstarted my channel. Video too long not watching. Wow, look at me. Visited by the biggest YouTuber. 5.6 million subscribers on that guy. Don't even qualify. And Pure Evil takes 6th place. Oh my god, is that K-pop? In the battle for relevancy. Now it's getting real. Hightail drama. Mindtest got renamed like fucking twice. Oh boy. I think it was renamed into Mindtest. It's ugly when they have to rename their projects, but it is what it is. Like, why can't you settle? Standing in line is not unifying. Before GTA 6. This one I needed to smoothen out because it flops. The joke flops, bro. Maybe I could even find like stock footage of the line and just like have more of these like moments where I'm building up to the joke. Because when I'm constantly like irritating people's minds, they can't relax and enjoy the video. It's female marshmallow. Bro, what the fuck, bro? I already lost my second place. Why does she get first place every time, man? Now, it would be nice to have, like, sound effects. This is a transition, by the way. Was pretty bad. I should have shown ass. Alright? Should have shown badass. But I should have continued doing that. Pretty badass. You still get the idea. Promise me our innocence won't be lost in a cynical world. Sorry, bro. Every October, Orange becomes possessed. Funny enough, I think Orange is kind of toned down a little bit. Here's a puppy to recover your eyes. So I guess it's just small little nuggets of culture, I guess. That's what I'm guessing, guys. I like guessing. I like repeating words twice. You might notice. Due to time constraints. Here's an ad for cookies. I need to separate these graphics. I need to, like, really fucking nail these words. Really hit them with these words. Because, every single word that comes up is like, just a little bit of time, like, then I know how fast I can move, pretty much. Or there's, like, stuff constantly moving on the screen, I don't know, I like the punching in music as well, of just like, bam, 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 bam. And you can see, bam, 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 you know? You can do a culmination. iPhone 20 absolute max. Like, this needs like 10 more sliders. I need to expand YouTube Rewind 10 times when I make one. Just go from here. Just keep expanding whatever I have. So there's probably a lot of like upgrades I will make to the previous rewinds. They will be re-released. Or I'm gonna run a competition of who can make the better rewinds. It's an achievement, right? I could have slightly explained of like what happened, because it's quite interesting. Like, not only this guy beats the Apple in terms of subscribers, but he does something as a result. It needed to be captured in its full context, but at the same time, I mean, you kind of need to do research about it yourself. Portable dumpster. There were a lot of graphics from iJustine doing stuff with the portable dumpster. Poker game. Bunch of ads. Okay, stop with the stop. Stop with the ads, bro. No more ads. And now the brightest star. PewDiePie drawing adventure begins here. He's testing new skills. And then bam slam. Nothing really happens. I mean, it's impressive. It could use more environmental stuff, like why is just girl, you know? That's it. Anime girl. Day 666. That's where we're going right now. I think the final segment is this one. The second generation had to be left behind. This was weird. It's not the same person, by the way. Sniper Wolf and Camila. But they look the same because they use the same cosplay at the same date, pretty much, just 1 year apart. Camila's transformation and her energy. We're just praising Whammon right now. It's me. Mastery of all forms of social media. insane contrast that's now more balanced. Who will be the next generation? I'm probably pulling some serious graphics from Powerpuff Girls next time. Like, this is just some fucking Google searches. It's not really that good. After I release my rewind, I start documentation series of what other people are doing. I'm scared that there's going to be AI involved in it, and there's going to be a little bit of a spam to unfold, but I will just keep my expectations tucked away. So we introduced the next generation of Famine and their storylines. Ava Max gets a little graphic, but it was so fucking hard and still looks bad. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's never worth it to try do animation. It's bad because maybe it's gonna look good in my like engine when it's like preset to run at a specific speed. Otherwise, it's pretty bad because you can fuck it up so easily, right? Like I can just free fall on this one, and it looks good. But if I do it one bit at a time, then it's ass. So you really have to nail it. Pushing me for max stats. He sings BTS in her sleep. Oh, this is the best one. This is the best one. She won't be alone. Fusion. First fusion. First K-pop star. Look at that shit. Story of domination. It is worth revisiting this because I have to make like storyline conclusion or conclusive episode that ties everything together. And these graphics definitely is interesting because I've made them 1 year ago, right? I had the intention set up, and it's worth seeing if I just nailed it, you know? If I set up an intention and completely nail it of what I want it to be. Just basically manifested, just like New Year's resolution. Some people fail, and I never fail. I can never fail New Year's resolution. It always works. That's all, folks. Bro got bigger number. Let's go. Let's go. Now, I'm not too happy, and you're not supposed to be too happy regardless of who wins, but if you're on the winning side and you understand why the winning side is winning, you can be happy. Alright? Now, Elon Musk and Trump worked together, funny enough, for a little bit of time. It didn't seem to pan out, actually. So it's kind of a cool little thing that, you know, I did this, but and I thought it's gonna just like, wow the country, and it kind of flopped. Like, people can only work together for so long. But it still was a fucking historical moment of like, let's cut the government spending type of, feeling. And it's like, yeah, bro contributed. We didn't know what Elon Musk is actually gonna do. While Trump was, getting his ear pierced. Pierced Morgan. I am not American. I just know. As a hard worker, we only win when both sides win-win. And make the damn Minecraft Skyrim already. The end. That's it. I needed that. I needed that punch. It's literally the same ending as the last time. Like, you can't go wrong with this one. Although, I probably should have just squeezed a few more graphics and potentially like 2024 graphics of what Minecraft Skyrim looks like right now, what people are doing with it. Because it's definitely a cool little meme that definitely exists every year. It exists. Someone is doing Minecraft Skyrim every year. You can imagine. So at least you can get a few screenshots for the ending of YouTube Rewind. You know, I could still do the same thing, but add more screenshots. So the only thing missing right now is some kind of smoothness of the rewind, because there's just a lot being squeezed, but I don't know how to transition properly. But one thing that I did for transitions is add memes in between segments to truly separate the segments, like moving videos, guys. Actual videos that someone else made, because I can't make videos, guys. The lovely thing is that you would want to download YouTube Rewind. It is actually up for grabs sometimes when it becomes popular enough. Like, at 1,000 views, you unlock ability to download Rewind if you want. Why would you do that? I have no idea. But to me, it's such a crazy novelty that you can still make videos just out of sliders, and it's cool. I've never seen before stuff like that. I probably would prefer almost instead of this garbage that doesn't explain itself.
Same person. Come on, Bob, I'm in prison.
I would like to confirm 2 Fanta Light and the assist token.
Cause it was always you.
Back. Okay, I get a little bit of little spookiness going on over here.
That was awesome.
What was that? Why would you give Ryan Higa any floor? Get the fuck off. That's what you've been told to do.
That was awesome.
The funny thing is, like, you might criticize me for adding celebrities. These are streamers. Pretty much 50% of all of these clips are just streamers. It's ass, dude. I don't even know if anything is happening on the screen right now.
잠시만요. 쟤네 나처럼 널 사람.
And that's pretty much.
Oh no, let's do the PewDiePie thing. What? What do you mean community spotlight? Yes, it's community spotlight. What is the lyrics in? Don't try to fix rewinds. You're clearly clueless how it's done. I might be clueless, but I'm fucking collecting clues. But this is just a terrible deal. We got terrible deal full of cringe and just like there's no actual value in it. I've seen rewinds that are better, but they didn't get the coverage. Maybe they're like a little bit too late. And I've commented for these creators to like fucking hurry up next time, because this is what we got featured on top. When something gets locked in, it doesn't go away. It's over. Again, so while I'm fighting for this spot, it's still like a solid competition. I can still lose the damn thing. And my tools are not exactly extraordinary children captivating tools. Like, nah. But maybe my 3D graphic is gonna be solid. It will potentially take a lot of time, though, to craft. That's the scary part. I might actually have to do it in the very end. Do the graphical part. Or in between phases, basically. Just to switch things around. Because lots of work, guys.
Moving cars in 2018. Generation of iPad kids who don't get to experience the yearly tradition of coming together as a community and watching the newest YouTube Rewind.
So the reason why, like, my soul thing works is because people decide what is popular. It's not up to me to decide. I'm just uploading random shit, right? It's the people that decide what's popular. What they want to popularize from my channel becomes my soul, my identity. So technically, the community can always come together anytime they want and just click and survive 30 seconds of a video and just nudge the numbers of any of these videos, alright? Including this one. You can make the crafts, the preparedness of YouTube Rewinds popular before YouTube Rewind even happens. Anyone who truly participates in social media understands that every click matters. And you can make it matter even more when the community finds a person to rally around and promote ideas. Because I'm easily influenced. Alright, I'll do what you tell me to do if you really want it. And in the end, I put everything together and you have Rewind to watch. What can possibly go wrong?
And absolutely
hate it.
Hating it. In case you...
I don't... See, funny thing is, like, hating YouTube Rewind is not exactly a good thing for some, like, culture to have. To be hated. Like, why? Why would you make it so it's hated? But the funny thing is about Rewind is, like, they had a lot of power, and they have to make very careful decisions. Otherwise, this power is just gonna turn into fucking YouTube slop and gonna try to represent YouTube Rewind. So YouTube themselves didn't know what the fuck to do. They're almost running out of good ideas of how to use their power. Not to mention PewDiePie became the controversy figure around Rewind, not being invited enough even though he's the biggest on the platform, right? All of these little things kind of pile up and turned YouTube Rewind into just a pile of bad decisions. That's why people hate it. And unfortunately, we got a very hard power reset. Very, very hard. Just unplug the PC type of reset that stinks ass.
YouTube Rewind. And by the very...
Again, the most powerful thing on YouTube you can do is comment everywhere about my existence. Maybe a YouTuber is gonna see it and get featured in some significant way. You never know. Because I want to feature YouTubers, but I'm never gonna ask them in person to contribute. They have to come to me. That's the funny thing, right? I'm responsible. I know what I'm doing. I've been, around with this idea in mind, with this intention for years and years now. More or less cracking the code of what it's supposed to be, actually. Not just like a slop version of YouTube Rewind, but like actually what's supposed to be. We're still not there yet, obviously. I have limited amount of power, which I have to harvest to like max statting myself, being more fit, right? Being more ready, more workaholic. And just knowing all the good principles, having extra tools in my belt. Every fucking thing matters. Every little bit of power that I have, I'll use it wisely. Because we saw what happens. It can turn into a funny nonsense that nobody likes anymore. We just hate their power. Out-hated them. And that's good. We actually successfully out-hated YouTube Rewind, which was bad enough to be hated. And YouTube fucking listened. At least they did listen, right? So at least they pulled it off the shelves. We don't want this product anymore. And so we're gonna suffer the loss of YouTube Rewind. We're gonna miss it. But we don't want the YouTube to do it. I think it's a lot better message, I would say.
The In My Feelings chat.
I think Mr. Beast wasn't wrong when he asked YouTubers to give him ideas, like what's supposed to happen. But Mr. Beast leaned way too hard on this sort of presentation. I think my version is the best one, alright? You come to me and you give me material. I don't care what material you're gonna give me. I'll try to make it work, alright? And if it doesn't work, then you are eliminated. That's what it's gonna be. I ain't gonna cook no scripts for you. We're not going to prepare anything for individual YouTubers or invite them personally. They have to invite themselves and they have to be nice to me, bro. That's how you can tell which are the good ones and which ones are bad ones. They have to be nice to me, they have to be nice to the audience, they have to make good videos. And the final filters, they have to pass the material check, like what they give to me, what they offer me. And then you pass into YouTube Rewind. It's like kind of audition, basically, process. Every YouTuber, every single year, they will have to audition, use their intentions, interest, and size of the channels, and their personalities to pass through, basically. I think that is, I'm ready. I don't think anyone else is ready like this. It would be fucking killer move if I had to coach someone else to do it.
Challenge.
Fucking
and then
annoying.
the YouTuber swoop hour, but they had this beautiful man say, right? And then fist bump nothing no less than 50 times.
This is when you know it sucks.
It's one line,
You
guys.
know it sucks, bro.
I think we got it. Stomach sank when the
Instead
director
of
said,
having different takes, like, there should be different things to take. There should be more improvisation in general. I don't care, personally, what I do. But, funny enough, YouTube Rewind for me had, like, a very thick structure, very stable structure. I had no time for improvisation. And this year, it's gonna get even fucking thicker. Even more stable, because I will prepare the 5 songs beforehand. I used to do it the reverse order, technically. I wanted to do it, yeah, but the songs come first, the vibe comes first. I feel like it's very necessary for that. To first get in touch with the vibe, and then the structure will kind of fall into place of like what I want to see in rewinds, envision myself. The actual rewind when I listen to the music. I kind of wanted to do that with just like levels, but it would have been a good introduction to YouTube Rewind. It just wasn't a good YouTube Rewind in the end. If I just do a bunch of levels, right? Or I'm just shooting YouTubers or whatever, going through some kind of... Like, I wanted to do something really fancy where YouTube Rewind is also a game that you can play. However, that's a little bit too ambitious and a little bit too much of a meme.
horribly. After doing
Oh yeah. If people want to pass auditions, they have to also collab with each other. That would be very nice. Although this is a gray area. This is a tricky area where people can steal my rewind idea, and for themselves, they can just veto me out of the whole process. I don't want that shit to happen, obviously. So collaborations, I'm not actually going to mention it unless it's inevitable, right? If people collaborate, they can just make a clip on their own terms, do their own thing. It's just like when I reject 2 people at once, that's when fucking hell breaks loose.
to the other animals,
you know?
a campfire, singing horribly. After voicing a cartoon character in this, guys, let's do the In My Feelings challenge. See,
Wow, a
it doesn't
tutorial
work.
on
Yeah,
a budget.
all right, have a good time. But back in 2018, I wanted the most important line in my career to be recorded.
Oh my god, so important,
In a
guys.
reminded myself what I was making all of these sacrifices for. Everyone was going to unanimously love this video and what it represents, and look at my channel afterwards and subscribe.
Wow, how
December
beautiful is
6th,
that?
day that
YouTube Rewind's Utopia.
changed history. Number 1 YouTuber at the time wasn't included, but Jaden, being the genius that she is, knew he wasn't going to be included
Genius. Oh my god, she's
again.
genius.
So she ended up
No wonder she wins Mr. Beast Culture Challenge.
PewDiePie reference and not recognize any of the other YouTubers, and then I get to see the rest of the internet's reaction to it. It's better than Christmas for me, even if it's the cringiest video
Yes.
ever. We still all watched it together. As of me,
Alright, guys. The YouTube Rewind hunt begins. For 1 month, I will be very busy putting shit together. Come say hi if you have 2 billion subscribers.